Hi, I'm Lis Wiehl, and we are back with a very special guest today that's going to talk to us about the David Copperfield case and bring in a little bit of show and tell. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring in Brandon Williams. He is the tie and suit magician here in New York. And let the camera go to Brandon, if you wouldn't mind. And there you go. So you can see why he is called the tie and suit magician. He's with the Phantasmo Magic in New York.
Yeah.
Welcome, Brandon.
Thank you for having me,
And of course, we have David Eisbrouch with us here. David's been with me for the last hour and talking about David Copperfield as well. On a serious note, Brandon, before we get to your show and tell, which I just can't wait to get to, tell us a little bit about your thoughts, not as a lawyer, obviously, but as a magician. What do you think this whole case, the Copperfield case, is doing, has done for the reputation of magicians? I mean, David Copperfield, after all, is the penultimate of magicians in the country. What it's done for magicians, you know, the reputation.
So, I mean, in my personal opinion, this is really just a hiccup in magic. You know, exposing one trick pretty much just either it kind of stalls the entertainment of magic, or it pushes magicians to move further into magic. So taking the technique that you already know and then changing it to something different. So really, again, I think it's just a hiccup. This happens to many magicians everywhere, TV magicians, YouTube magicians, or in person. You know, this isn't something that I would have expected to happen with Copperfield, you know, because he's very careful with everything he does. He's very strategic. So, you know, it just happens to be a hiccup with one of the tops.
All right, let's talk about the precise hiccup here, and that's in lucky number 13. That's the name of the trick that he had to actually expose and reveal. He and his stage managers had to reveal to the other side, because this is what he is sued over, that Mr. Cox is suing him over actually being hurt going through this, this trick. So he had to reveal it. Now, will you reveal the magic or the not so magic of lucky number 13, a trick?
So it's a very, very simple trick. The method is very simple. It's actually been around way before Copperfield.
Okay.
He's just dressed it up in the way that David Copperfield dresses it up. So the effect is basically 13 audience members are brought up on stage. They're surrounded by the rest of the audience, so in full view. They're put on stage, they're put on a platform that's raised so that there's no hidden trapdoors. They're seated and then covered up. In a flash, they're gone. They end up appearing behind the rest of the audience members. It's a very, very simple trick, very, very entertaining, very visual. So the trick, the method is as simple as simply taking the audience members and placing them behind the audience.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wait, behind the audience?
Behind the audience. So
that's where they end up.
When you turn around,
they're in back of everybody. Now this is a huge auditorium.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that's just a matter of speed. So what happens is the stage is placed here. The audience are here. The only way to extract the audience is everywhere where you're not looking, which is essentially behind the box. So a platform is brought to the box, and the audience members are asked to walk out of the box.
So underneath?
No, behind.
Oh, behind.
Yeah. So then it's just a matter of they have to move all the way, take some secret tunnels, and walk their way behind the audience.
Wouldn't you hear all that, you know, galloping around?
No, no. The same way that there's soundproofing and, you know, secret passageways, I mean, you won't hear it, especially with all the loud music, all the misdirective talking.
Oh, sure.
You're not going to hear it.
Okay, okay. And so Mr. Cox obviously says that he got hurt in the debris, dust, he even said dust and debris, I think are the words in the complaint. Okay, all right, so you've revealed that. Now, David Copperfield is not doing that trick anymore. He's doing other tricks. Speaking of, for show and tell, you have brought this, and of course it's sitting right here.
Yeah.
Now, we don't usually have magic tricks, and lawyers are not ever really, well, when they're accused of doing magic, it's not for usually a good reason. So I'm excited that you've brought some fun magic for us today. So tell us what you've got.
So here's going to be a smaller version of like a Copperfield trick.
Okay.
Now, this is a very old trick.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you with a coin. This would be, let's say, an audience member.
Yes. Oh, the coin is an audience member.
The coin is an audience member. So if I were to take the audience member and make them disappear.
Whoa!
Of course, they had to appear somewhere.
Where did that happen?
Now went through the table. And you know what? I'll show you again. We'll do it this way.
It's easy. Let's do that again.
Just like that.
Guys, are you getting, okay, camera guys, get in here really close.
Here, you know what?
Man,
How about this?
Viewers can see this. Okay.
I'll do it one more time without touching the coin.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I brought this empty salt shaker.
Okay.
And you can check it out. Just make sure it's solid all the way around.
Okay, yeah, come on, David. Look, he's got
Cool.
some kind of something going on.
So
there.
I'm not going to touch the coin. But I'm going to try to make it pass through. And I don't want you to see just how it works, so we're going to cover it
A
up.
little napkin, a little
Okay.
paper towel. That looks like a paper towel from the captain.
It's fair, that's all I did.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Paper
Actually, I want you
towel.
to pick a spot where the coin's going to go through.
Pick a spot
Yeah.
on the table? How about that dark spot?
That's a good spot.
Okay.
And we didn't pre-plan that.
No, we
spot.
didn't.
Okay.
No, they didn't. I was sitting right here. They didn't.
Take a look. Just place your hand on top of mine and watch. 1, 2, 3.
What?
And of course, just like the coin,
Ah.
passes right
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. How did that happen?
So, I will tell you, this is a very, very old trick. It's been revealed many times on YouTube and what have you.
I'm sitting right here. I do not understand this.
I don't mind showing this one to you.
Good. Show
Okay.
us.
So, I won't show you the first parts with the coins going
Guys,
through.
viewers, can you believe this? This is pretty exciting.
So you guys are going to learn a really great
Okay,
trick. This is
okay,
one of
this
the
is
first
pretty
I've learned. So, for this trick, what would happen is you take a small salt shaker, place it on top of the coin.
Okay, yeah.
Take a napkin or something that has some weight
Substance,
to it.
right.
Yeah. Reason why
Yeah.
is because as you cover it, you place the coin somewhere and you gesture back here. As you do, as all focus is
what?
on the coin, you drop the salt shaker off the edge of the table onto your lap. So now the napkin still holds its shape, and all you have to do is just, from here it's acting, it's just pressed down.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that fast enough. Okay,
So once
do it
more.
again.
And now this is going to be in actual speed.
Real time.
Yeah, okay, wait a second. Okay.
Real time.
Okay.
Real time, okay.
So you wrap,
Wrap it around.
and you show,
Yeah.
and then you say, where do you want to move this coin?
Oh, and I'm looking there.
Yeah,
Move it
so
here.
Yeah. While you're
And then, of
doing what you
course-
now. Wait a second. So you
It's just a matter of
you
dropping.
just dropped it.
Uh-huh.
But why don't I hear like a clunk or something?
Going into his lap.
Okay, wait. So can you hand it to me for a sec?
Sure.
Here. Okay. If
So you're gonna
I
give it a
can
try?
do it,
Sure.
yeah. Okay. If Lis can do it, then all right. Let me just move all these papers. All right. Let's get the studying over side over there. Look at all these. See, I really actually study for this. Okay. Not for magic, but for the show.
You
Okay.
gotta do it closer to you.
All right. Okay. Okay. So Lis, the magician. All right. So what do I do? I put this
So
here.
you place the salt
Okay.
shaker on top.
Okay, hello guys. Look at me. Okay, put salt shaker on top. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and then I put this thing of substance.
Okay,
Like
so
this.
you wrap it up so it could be a cloth, a newspaper,
Okay.
napkin. So
Okay,
you wrap-
guys, look at this. And then I bring it.
So you grab the whole thing
Yeah, whole thing.
and you show
Move
that
it
the
towards-
coin's still there.
Look, guys, the coin is still there.
So lift.
And I lift it because the coin
Uh-huh.
is still there.
So you lift the thing towards you as you push the coin forward. So
Look,
the
guys.
misdirection is on the coin. And then you place it on top, just like that.
Didn't even hear it.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
for your first
it
try, that
didn't
was
fall
pretty
down anywhere. Oh, that was fun.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Great.
Oh, that's great.
So now that you know the trick, how do you feel about it? mean, is it-
Empowered.
And that's actually, believe it or
That's
not,
amazing.
believe it or not, this is what I feel like with the exposing of the Copperfield trick. Audiences now know something, so they feel empowered.
Right.
So now that David, now that his trick is exposed, what will he do next?
He's got to do something bigger and different.
Yeah,
and
he takes the knowledge of what the audience knows, and then he is going to flip it on their heads.
they'll be looking for. Now next time, I'll be looking for that. Now I'll be looking. Oh,
You're going to
he's
be
probably
looking for the
gonna do
moment I
that.
drop it.
Right. Now I'll be looking for. Oh, he's trying to make me look there. I'm not going to look there. Now I'll be looking over here. But then you're going to do something totally different.
Well, yeah, for instance, if I were to do it again, which magicians aren't supposed to show the same trick twice.
Right.
If I were to do it again, you'd be looking everywhere.
Now I'm going to. Right.
So you'd be looking at the coin, but you'd also be looking at this.
Right.
You'd be waiting for
I got to
the
get
salt
5
shaker.
friends to be looking at the different
Exactly.
things. Like a jury is always looking at different points of view.
You'd be waiting for the salt shaker to reach the edge of the table.
And then I'm going to look at that.
Yeah. So without doing that, what trick would I do next? Well, for instance, I would probably fill it up.
Oh, look at that. Did you guys see that? Look at this. It's all full.
Now it's full.
Now, that's pretty... oh, did you have like another one in your coat pocket?
No, a lot of people think I pour it into the salt shaker while you're not looking.
But how could you...
Nobody said he's going to reveal that trick.
That's
Exactly.
true. He didn't. He only said he was going to reveal one trick, not 2
Right.
tricks. Yeah, you got to keep us guessing.
Exactly.
Now that one, yeah. Because look at that. That's a lot to put in there. Do you have any ideas? Wow. I'm so impressed. Thank you so much,
problem.
Brandon. Will you stick around?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Wow.
And maybe next time I'll bring a pepper shaker.
Can you bring a steak next time to go with this?
Knife and fork.
And a knife and fork, and a little salad, and some mashed potatoes on the side, and a little bit of like a chocolate mousse for us all to share.
With a cat- with
Will
a-
you stick around?
With a
see what I
cabinet.
can do.
Okay, we're gonna go as we clean up and get ready for our steak and potatoes. We're gonna go to a replay of Copperfield from earlier this week, or from last week. We'll be right back. Thanks so much. Hey, I'm Lis Wiehl with Law&Crime. We have with us still, before we go back to the live feed there on the Copperfield trial in Nevada, we have still with us Brandon Williams, our live in-studio magician. Brandon, I have a question for you. So important in this trial, the Copperfield trial, is David Copperfield's reputation in the community of magicians, which is a fairly small community, I would take it. What is his overall reputation for being diligent about the set, then the backstage, and making sure that it is, clean and free from debris and safe for the people that are volunteering?
So, David, he has this way that he works where he'll never put an audience member in danger. If anything, he'll put himself in danger for his audience. Between his straitjacket escapes, where he's on a burning rope, to collapsing a building on top of himself. That's what he would do. As far as everything else that he has, all of his places of work and places where he lives, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, he keeps it very neat, very strategically placed. I mean, if you go to his Houdini museum, everything is so well thought out. Every trick that he performs is so well thought out. It's to a point where during rehearsal, he can point up and his stagehand is going to have something right there, right as he points. And he doesn't have to look, he doesn't have to think of what he's going to do next. Whenever he moves, everything happens with him because everything's so planned out. So as far as the secret passage that the people would have to walk through, he would, from what I'm aware of with David, is he wouldn't put anything in anybody's way. You wouldn't have to step over something. The lights would never be too dark, you know. So he is safety first, entertainment second.
Okay.
And
Of course, that's not what the defense is saying. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, no
You're
problem.
right. That's great to hear it from a magician and in the community of David Copperfield. Of course, that's not what the
Plaintiff.
plaintiff is saying. Sorry, the plaintiff is saying in this case. Plaintiff is saying that his victim here in this case, in the civil case, was badly injured, many injuries, many surgeries, totaling at this point I think about $1.3 million in just damages as far as just injuries just the surgeries themselves, the hospital bills it cost up to this point. So let's go right back now to Nevada. They're back from lunch. Let's go right back to live in the courtroom in the David Copperfield trial. So the continuation of David Copperfield on the stand. Boy, David, this has been a long time now that he has been on the stand, being really not graded, but certainly, this is diligent testimony that's being elicited by the main counsel here.
This is methodical plaintiff direct testimony, which is almost like a cross-examination
It
when
sounds
when
like
you're
it,
when you're
right.
calling the adverse witness first. And as you said, he's been on a long time. He started Thursday.
Right.
I think they broke Friday. They came back. He was on Friday. They broke. Came back today. I imagine he's going to continue until tomorrow because the defense has not gotten their opportunity to cross-examine or direct-examine him.
Right.
Morelli doesn't look like he's close to being done, and Morelli is definitely setting the stage for something else.
Do you notice when you see him testifying there, all of the boxes that behind him there, so much going on behind him. As you say, I don't even know if she's even close to wrapping because there's so much paperwork that's going on with him there in the courtroom, so much going on that it seems like this is just, it could go on for a very long time. Brandon,
Yeah.
What is it like for you as a magician to see somebody at David Copperfield's level in your arena being examined? I mean, cross-examined, I know it's not, but it looks like it. Cross-examined in this kind of court arena. I mean, it just must seem strange.
Yeah, I mean, when I do my own tricks and someone...
Your own tricks.
Yes, yeah, I do create my own illusions as well.
As you're talking, do you want to do another trick for us?
Great transition.
Yes.
I was going to say, when I perform a trick and
okay.
someone wants to, let's say, they take a deck of cards and
Yes,
shuffle
let's just say
and
they
pick
do.
apart at it,
Yes.
you know, it's always hard to combat them. Go ahead, pick a card for me.
Oh, may I? Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take from the middle. No.
Good choice.
Let me see. I will take. Right, I'm going to dig through and take this one.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
I look at it? I look at it?
Show the camera. I won't look. Sign your name really big on the face of it.
Oh, really? On the
Yeah.
side?
And as far as
Is right here or this side?
On the
This
non-red side, yeah.
Non-red side. Okay.
as far as Copperfield goes, you know, it's really hard to watch it.
Everybody see that? Okay. You don't get to see that.
Yeah. So we're going to place that about halfway. So just go ahead, cut the pack. All right, place that on top. And if you watch carefully, you'll actually see the card move from the middle to the top. Just like that. Until it comes up.
Oh,
fact-
my goodness.
In fact, I'll do it
I did
again.
not see it moving on the top.
Watch. If we place it right here,
Okay, yeah. All right, there I see it.
it's not the top card yet until I snap my finger and it jumps up. Now, if you place your hand right on top,
Guys, I'm watching as closely as I can. I'm just like staring at this thing, and I'm not seeing how you're doing this.
I'm going to make it disappear from underneath your hand.
No, you're not.
Can you see it?
Oh,
Here, place your other hand on top and watch. 1, yeah, go ahead. 2, 3, take a look, it's gone. You see, the back is the same, but go ahead, flip the card over.
What?
It's a 5, but it's not the 5 you signed.
No.
And in fact, take a look under my glass. It's been sitting here the whole time.
It's
Go
squished.
ahead, take a look.
I didn't squish it. You squished it. Oh gosh darn it. Brandon, I don't know how you do it. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you so much, Brandon.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
David Eisbrouch, can you understand? Yeah, I don't
No,
have that.
no reason to have commentary anymore. Just magicians.
I guess we'll all just
Much
have
more
to
entertaining.
disappear. Yeah.
Much more entertaining.
Well, we're all disappearing, call wrapping from Law&Crime today. That was so exciting. Thank you so much, both of you. And
Great being here.
great, thank you so much. You can still see David Copperfield. That's still going on live. You can see that on live, and of course the Sean Great case is going on as well. You can see that, and we'll be back tomorrow. And don't disappear on us because we'll still be here. That magic trick just keeps on going. See you tomorrow.